There are some additional challenges that you should be aware of that may come up from time to time. Single parent homes. If we've grown up in a dual parent home, we may take for granted the level of flexibility that's in place by having two parents at home. In a single parent home, transportation may be an issue for the mentee. They may also be a surrogate parent and have extra responsibilities in terms of taking care of siblings, cleaning the house, or other such things. When you're dealing with a single parent family, be sensitive to those potential circumstances that may be there, and be willing to work with your mentee and help support them in that particular circumstance. Limited parental supervision. Even if there are two parents at home, it doesn't necessarily mean that the mentee is receiving adequate parental supervision. Sometimes parents are simply overwhelmed. It could be that parents are working two different shifts, or it could be a single parent home. Whatever the circumstance, there are a number of times when the mentees are essentially left unsupervised the vast majority of the time. This creates its own dynamic in terms of complications of letting the parent know, for example, where you and the mentee may be. It may reflect in the behavior of the mentee and the attitudes that they have about supervision or authority. And there may be other challenges in terms of the friends or the circles that they're moving within because of that lack of parental supervision. Limited financial resources might be a further constraint for some families. They may have enough money to get by and certain needs are being met, but simple things that may otherwise not occur to you may become a big deal for them. For example, if you suggest going out for coffee and you're thinking that each person is paying for themselves, it may put them in an awkward situation because something even as potentially little as the price of a cup of coffee or hot chocolate might be beyond them. Furthermore, you might make recommendations or encourage them to explore certain options that would require a small fee or cost to the parents that is simply out of their reach. And this might provide a situation where there's embarrassment, or the mentee begins to feel that you don't really understand them and their circumstance and their situation. And so it creates a barrier between the two of you. Finally, the urban poor. If your mentee is coming from an area of essential impoverishment, understand that this carries its own weight, and view of the world changes when poverty is a real issue. When your mentee doesn't know, for example, where they're going to be living next month or where their next meal is going to come from, this has a deep effect on the psyche and how they behave and what their expectations of the world are. And it's going to be very important that you understand where they're coming from and the circumstances that they're in so that you can best address them.